Hi, I'm Corin Spicefreak Sloss.
And I'm X-Man, hello.
And today we're here to try the Gayle Lofthouse chili. A recent hybrid made accidentally by Nigel Parker of Yorkshire Chillies. And brought into the world by Frank J of the Chilli Shop. This is kind of a sort of joke tweet of his, because every year they brought out a new variety of rose named after some celebrity, he thought for Yorkshire Day, let's just name a plant after my favourite BBC Yorkshire presenter. And yeah, it got way more traction than he thought, and he had to find an actual hybrid to bring to people. So this is the resulting Gayle Lofthouse, and we're going to cut it open if you'll pass me my knife. But before I do that, I'd like to introduce you to this little bird here, Alfonso. Now, Alfonso, being a bird and not a mammal, is incapable of tasting chili. But what he can do is provide us with little cocktail sticks so that we don't have to get this on our hands. Of course, we're wearing gloves anyway, but I want to be extra sure because X-Man here is not exactly a fan of taking out his contact lenses with spikes on his fingers.
Yeah, I've not had good experiences with that.
Right, let's cut this open.
Don't cut yourself.
I'm not going to, it'll be fine. And
it looks less sinister than it probably is.
Well, I don't know. You can see a little bubble there, and you can see a lot of placenta.
Oh, okay.
And all of that placenta is stained yellow around the edges. So,
can I have a quick look?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is mildly scary now, actually.
I'm going to give you the smaller half because I've accidentally cut it unevenly. And, you know, I don't want to be too mean to you.
Indeed.
3, 2, 1. So that's lightly floral. A bit bitter, but it's got a nice green element to it as well, a light one. Oh, yeah. That is a Reaper style heat there.
Oh.
Bring the bucket in. So, sparkly bucket is here if we need it.
Hey, not too quickly.
Yeah, you did. I'm suffering from just the bit I hadn't. Didn't even get to the bulk of the placenta. Yeah, definitely drink time.
Milk on the rocks.
Best cocktail from Beyblade. With a fair bit of cream added.
Is that genuinely a Beyblade thing?
I'm pretty sure it was just the censored English version, but yes.
Nice. That is actually painful.
I prefer my milk without cream, but when you're trying a chili as hot as this, it helps a lot.
My throat is on fire.
So yeah, this chili is half 7-pot Jonah, half Carolina Reaper, and you can really tell that the Reaper's in there.
Oh.
But the Reaper element comes in quite slow. As for what the 7-pot Jonah is, nobody's entirely sure, but it's strongly suspected that it's half Trinidad Scorpion. So, in theory, this cross contains the 2 official hottest peppers in the world, and a bit of 7-pot for good measure. And yeah, it's still stinging.
Oh, it's so hard. It's still going.
So I'm not going to finish this green one. Maybe I'm a bit of a wimp, but also I'd like to try the red version. Because the green is in fact unripe. And while a couple of people have tried the green before, including Frank himself and the guy behind Chili Scrumptious, who I will link in the description down below because he does some really nice coffee sauce. And while they've tried the green before, as far as I know, I am the first person to try this red Gayle Lofthouse. You okay, Hugh?
Yeah, mildly.
So,
it's so intense I can't think.
This one, the chunks of placenta are a bit pinker, but again, The bit round the inner walls is just pure yellow stain. You can see the capsaicin in it. And yeah, it's a nice, mild flavoured floral pepper with sort of a fruitiness at the end. But yeah, then the heat starts to build in, and the tiny bit I've had from the tip of this one has not given me much heat yet, but I can tell it's still building. And I'll get back to you in a moment if I'm going to eat any more.
I still haven't recovered from the green. I must have got.
I'm not going to make you eat the red if you don't want to.
No, I can't. I'm struggling to recover from this one, so.
That's fair.
But that is evil.
Yeah. Flavour-wise, it's not bad.
Yeah, flavour-wise, very floral in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I quite like that.
I don't always like floral. I don't like it when it's overbearing. But
it was floral in a non-overbearing kind of pleasant
yeah.
way.
And it's not detracting from the other flavour like it does in the chocolate habanero, say.
If you're wondering why I'm constantly drinking milk, I'm effectively trying to drench my esophagus at the moment. Because that's what's burning. My mouth burns a bit and that's fine. But it's my esophagus, which I really can't stand.
Yeah, it's sharp in the throaty area, and then also a little bit around the inside of the lips. But the tongue isn't too bad compared to the rest. I don't know if it's this particular chili, or if it's that I've not had as much, or what. But this red one isn't killing me quite as bad as the green. Which is not to say I'm not really suffering still, because it has definitely built up from where it was a moment ago. I am definitely in pain. But I think the green was hotter. Or I got more of the placenta of the green.
It's finally dying down.
I'm not going to finish this because you saw how Hugh was reacting to his bit of the green. I was feeling roughly the same. I feel like if I had much more of this, I would throw up into the bucket. It is definitely on par with the Reaper I ate, if not hotter.
Yeah.
This is an impressive chili.
And yeah, it's truly quite a feat.
It's the first generation that this cross has existed for, so it's not going to be stable yet. I don't know exactly how next year's Gayle Lofthouse chilies are going to turn out, but I reckon at least some of them will be pretty close to this. And so, 7 or 8 generations down the line, this may well be a contender for the world record. It just needs to be more stable before it can be properly tested.
I had a bit of placenta in mine, but if I had any more, I probably would have been throwing up. Well, I was right on the edge, almost.
One of the things with Superhots, though, is that there is always placenta lining the inner skin of it.
Yes, that is true.
And these have the thing that a lot of the really top-end Superhots have, where you can see the colour of the oils in the pepper. It's sort of a golden browny colour, and you can see that staining the placenta on the walls of the pepper, so you can actually see the difference between inside looks like that and outside is actually red.
Yeah. Inside is almost entirely yellow.
Yeah.
Which shows you just how concentrated the capsaicin is.
I mean, actually, it's staining my gloves now. That's interesting. The flavour of the oil on my gloves is almost identical to the taste of the chili. And what that tells me is that the pepper itself doesn't have a ton of flavour, it's just the placenta that we're getting. Which makes sense, because that's where a lot of the floral elements tend to come from. But it's still very interesting that...
And I'm not getting much flavour beyond the floral elements, yes.
I wouldn't say this is quite the fruity thing that it was said to be on Twitter, but... hey, it's nice. It's going to make a nice sauce with, maybe something like peaches. Something that has a bit of a gentler flavour rather than, say, a tomato base.
Yes.
But a bit of fruitiness that will take up the perfumey...
Peach or melon or something along those lines?
I have never really considered a melon sauce, because as I've said before, I'm not a big fan of melon, but I mean, if you're going for, say, a honeydew melon rather than a watermelon, maybe?
Now that I've pretty much drank my entire glass of milk, the heat is there, and it's kind of constant ebbing.
Yeah.
But
it's just a very strong glow.
Very
throughout.
strong, and it's long lasting.
It's not quite stinging the way it was. It's not murdering me anymore. But it's not gone away either.
No.
So, I'm going to leave this video there. I am not going to finish this because I do not want to have to use my sick bucket. But I will save the seeds from the red one so that we've got seeds that can be grown out in the next generation. And I will send some of those over to the guys at Chilli Scrumptious because they took seeds from the green, and I don't think those are likely to grow because green peppers tend not to have the best developed seeds. And yeah, I'll catch you again next time where maybe we'll be back with another crazy super hot. Maybe we'll be trying a different sauce out. Who knows?
Indeed.
But whatever it is, we probably won't be suffering quite this much.
But maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as it should be.
Like the video if you've liked it. Comment if you have anything interesting to say about the Gayle Lofthouse chili. And subscribe to see more. Bye.
Bye-bye.